Assalamu alaikum beloved students. Hope you all are fine. Welcome to the class of physics. Today in this video we'll start with the chapter force and pressure. So the topics which we will study in this chapter, that is force, about force, then types of force, that is muscular force, frictional force, magnetic force, electrostatic force, gravitational force. You will study all these force in detail, and then after you will start with the next topic of this chapter, that is pressure, fluid and atmospheric pressure. So now dear students, in our day-to-day life we are doing many actions like to pick something, to put something, to kick a ball, or many actions we are doing in our day-to-day life, right? And look dear, physics is nothing but the actions which we are doing in our day-to-day life, it is related to that only. So with the help of that, we will try to understand this chapter by connecting it to our day-to-day life and the activities which we are doing in our life. We'll try to connect with that and we'll try to understand the concepts of the physics. Okay, so let's begin with that. First is force. So what do you mean by force? Force means a push or pull on an object is called a force. And from this topic they can ask you one mark question as a question, means like define force, or they can give you the blank also, right? So from this they can ask you 1 mark question. So what is force? A push or pull on an object is called a force. So you're supposed to write it properly in this manner only. Now let us understand what is the meaning of push or pull. What is the meaning of push or pull? So what do you mean by push? When an object is moving away from the applier of force, means whenever you are applying the force on any object, then if that particular object will move away from the applier of the force. Applier of the force मतलब कौन? जो force apply कर रहा है वो. Means let's take one example. Suppose you are pushing a chair, then chair is your object, and who is pushing the chair? You are pushing the chair. Then you is called the applier of the force, means you are applying the force, right? That's why you are called as applier of the force. So push means what? When that chair will move away from you. Away from you means applier of the force. So that is called as the pushing. And pull. To pull means what? When an object is moving toward the applier of the force. Means suppose if you are opening the door, then the door will move towards you, right? Then it is called as the pull of the object. Can you give me the example of push and pull which we are doing in our day-to-day life? Can you first start up with the example of push? Can you give me some example of push? I am taking pause of 1 minute. Just think about it and try to list out all the examples related to push. This is your activity dear. And if you want to write it in the comment section, then you can write it over there, all the examples related to push and all the examples related to pull. Okay, so just have a time of 1 minute, think about it and tell me all the examples related to push and pull, and your time starts now. Hope you all are doing well, and still if you want more time, then you can pause the video and you can think about it and you can tell me the example. First you will tell me the example, then in upcoming video I will give you some more examples. Okay. Now let's begin further in detail about the force. So force is a push or pull on an object. Now the next thing we are going to say is what force can change in that object, यानी force apply करने से वो object में क्या changes हो रहे हैं. How can you come to know that there is some force applied on this particular object? How will we come to know that? Okay, so for that the first is force can bring a moving body to rest. Force can bring a moving body to rest. Now what do you mean by this moving body and rest? Okay, so suppose if you are sitting in idle position, you are not moving from your place, you are just sitting at your place, or you are just sleeping, then you can consider it as rest position, means you are not moving with respect to your point. Okay, and what do you mean by moving position? Moving position means suppose you are standing from your place, then after you have started to walk and you have changed your place from your bed to suppose your drawing room or your kitchen. Okay, so that is called as the moving body, means you are moving towards the kitchen, you are walking towards the kitchen, so it is called as the moving body. So the first is force can move a body initially at rest. Let's take one example. Force can move a body initially at rest. उसका मतलब क्या होगा? If any body or any object is at rest position, then by applying the force, it will be in the moving position, or you can bring it into the moving position. Okay, let's take one example. Okay, suppose there is a ball you have kept on the floor. So right now your ball is in the rest position, but now you are applying force with the help of your hand or feet and you are kicking the ball, means you have applied some force. So if you will kick the ball, then what will happen? Ball will start to move. So we can say it as the initially your ball is in the rest position and after applying the kick it's in the moving position. तो जो किक आपने लगाई वो क्या था? वो फोर्स था, राइट? सो वी कैन से फोर्स कैन मूव अ बॉडी इनिशियली एट रेस्ट. सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ दिस फर्स्ट पॉइंट. नाउ सेकेंड पॉइंट, force can bring a moving body to rest. A moving body to rest means suppose your friend is running, you are also running behind him to catch. तो अगर पहले आपका फ्रेंड रन कर रहा है, मीन्स ही इज़ रनिंग, मीन्स ही इज़ इन मूविंग पोजिशन, you want to stop him. So what will you do? You will also run behind him, you will apply some force on him or her and you will stop him or her. यानी आपने जो मूविंग बॉडी थी उसको आपने रेस्ट पोजीशन में लिया by applying the force. Okay, so by applying the force the moving body can be in the rest position. Then next is force can change the direction of a moving body. Force can change the direction of a moving body, means if the body is already in the moving position and if you want to change its direction, then also you can. Let me give you one example for this. Suppose a bowler is throwing a ball towards the batsman. तो बॉल जो है वो ऑलरेडी मूविंग पोजीशन में था, बट नाउ व्हाट बैट्समैन विल डू? द बैट्समैन विल हिट द बॉल एंड ही और शी विल चेंज द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द बॉल. यानी वो बॉल को फिर कोई भी डायरेक्शन में हिट करके वो उसको कोई भी डायरेक्शन में भेजेगा. सो दिस इज़ वन ऑफ द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ फोर्स कैन चेंज द डायरेक्शन ऑफ अ मूविंग बॉडी. द नेक्स्ट इज force can change the speed of a moving body. For this also let's take one example. Suppose your bicycle, you are already riding a bicycle. If you are riding a bicycle means you are already applying the force and your bicycle is already in the moving position. Okay, but now you want to ride it up very fast, you want to increase up your speed. So if you want to increase your speed, what you all are doing basically? Yes, exactly, very good. What you all are doing, you are applying more force on the pedal, you are pedaling very faster and faster so that your bicycle will move faster. So what it is nothing but force can change the speed of a moving body. The next is force can change the shape of a body. For this you can take very easy example, that is the dough. When your mom is making a dough or making chapati, at that time whenever she will apply the force on the dough, then the shape of the dough will change, right? So force can change the shape of a body, then force can change the size of the body also. So these are the things which makes changes due to force. Okay, so and this question can be asked you in 2 marks. So if they are asking this in 2 marks, most probably all the points you will try to cover in the answer. So what are the points? Force can move a body initially at rest. अगर वो rest position में है, then it can move, or else if it is in a moving position, then it can bring it to the rest. Then force can change the direction of the moving body. Force can change the speed of a moving body. Then it can change the shape and size. So you can remember in these 2 groups, then it will be very easy for you. Is that clear, dear students? Now in next lecture we will continue with the types of forces. Okay, till then revise this everything and try to answer questions in the comment section. If you will be having any doubt, then you can ask, we will discuss it. Okay, thank you and have a great day.